Greetings, YouTube. Danny Staten here on the Daily Dan blog. Yeah, people who know me know I love saying that. Oh, it's been an interesting week this week, and as always, I'm running late. Hey, this week I'm doing a special tribute to my girl Sara. My flock is everywhere out in California out there. Hey, this is a special comic book called California Out There. It's from Cliffhanger Comics. It's number 11. It's from 2002. It's going to be the sweet little tale of a girl named Sara and her adventures in California. Well, I don't know if it's the good stuff or not, Dave, but this book did not go the way I was expecting when I picked it up. But I hope everybody enjoys it. And I guess the best thing to do is, without any further ado, just go ahead and get started. Inside the front cover, we get the usual list of the suspects, the people we can blame for the horrible story we're about to see, the sad people who black and whitely drew this piece of garbage. It's really sad, and it's number 11 from 2000 Glossy 2. Our sad, demented tale starts out in the Desert Storm, June 1991, on a military action. A group of commandos searching the desert for a reported red-haired giant fall into a giant windstorm, a windstorm like no other. The air is sucked from around them. And in wonderfully artistic full panels, brought to you by the Daily Dan blog, I'm not hating the art in this comic book. What do you think of the black and white dismal art in this comic book? It's a little better than I was expecting. There's something almost lively and colorful about it. But really quickly, the action picks up as the wind gets worse and worse and worse. And then, like magic, the soldiers around him dissolve into sand and clouds, leaving only our hero, the Rock, lonely in the desert. And one of the most brutal death scenes I've ever seen in a comic book. Not the glossy, shiny nothing you don't see as his comrades are turned to sand and silk, a handful of dust in the desert. And then we get a commercial because the incredible action of a handful of sand was more than the comic book could handle. We had to jump out. We had to check it out. We had to get a really cool commercial for Dungeon Siege. That's right. It's a really cool Dungeons and Dragons video game from 2002 that I never played. Our boy looks like he's been eating some shrooms as his eyes go glassy and his brain nearly explodes, and like magic, he no longer is in a desert of sand but a sea of stone, and he finds his poorly departed mom urging him to move on. He does not understand as a girl from his past shows up, taunting him to come with her, and she takes him for a walk. As they walk and talk, he reminisces about going to her funeral many years ago. As we find out, we're on the other side, boy. We done wandered into the realm of the goddamn old Beetlejuice. That's right. Somebody say Beetlejuice 3 times and make this a better freaking comic book. Yeah, okay, I got it. Hot chick, soldier boy. They check into the Hotel of the Dead. That's right, they're going to spend the night in this hotel in heaven or hell on the realm of the dead. Separate beds because it's got to be the damn Twilight Zone. And then we get another commercial featuring, oh my God, it's the freaking Rock. The King has just begun to fight it. The Scorpion King video game? Was that a real thing? Did anybody ever play the Scorpion King video game? I do not remember the Scorpion King video game, but I remember going to the theater and seeing that goofy bastard in the Scorpion King. Do you? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, excuse me, YouTube. I think I just threw up a little in my mouth as I turned the page and found this commercial for the Authority. That's right, the Authority action figures. Can you remember the Authority action figures with Apollo, Johnny Sparks, the Engineer, that's a robot, and the Midnighter. Yeah, that's right. San Francisco's finest superheroes in their own action comic. Do you remember the Authority? And let me barf again. So in full panels, brought to you by the Daily Tan blog, I still can't get over the Authority. I never heard of the Authority. I didn't know San Francisco had their own superheroes. And now we break back to the story as Soldier Boy walks on the other side. Now we meet a new character called Little Cindy Sunshine. And Little Cindy Sunshine, she passed away when she was a small girl. And now her brother Wolverine has joined her here on the other side. Oh, I love the continuity of this book. No, I shouldn't make jokes like that. I feel bad. I cracked on a dude who had passed away in a desert somewhere. A dude who was an American hero right there, boy. He was, The Rock would play him in this if it was a movie, right? And his spirit has went back to say goodbye to his poor little daughter. And if you don't believe me, you can read along with the lines as he tells her goodbye. She cries. And he evaporates and he's gone. That's right, he's gone. He's gone up here to the Hotel of the Dead where he sleeps. And later on in the next morning, he'll meet up with the Rock Soldier. It's true. And of course, you can't go wrong because apparently Richard Nixon's there in the Hotel of the Dead too. Well, young Johnny Rock stands outside the Hotel of the Dead. He's accosted by Mo, Larry, and Curly, three spirits of the past. That's right. It's like that Scrooge show, you know, the Scrooge movie where the spirits of the past come back to haunt you. Oh my God, I should have did this at Christmas. Oh, this is awesome. Now we get a really cool commercial for some pocket-sized superheroes. And this might be the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. Hey, it's very possible that somewhere behind me are a whole bunch of pocket-sized superheroes. It's true. You can see them videos on That Comic Book Guy and the Danny Staten channel. Yeah, and you could have entered to won all them superheroes and some Mad Magazine cool stuff back in 2002. Thank God this comic book got interrupted by what might be one of the biggest, best commercials I've ever seen in my life. Shake your go-go, babies. It's Lollapalooza, whatever. It's Mad Magazine's Wacky World. It's the Love Bus Brew. Boy, you can see all the really cool art from Mad Magazine. I'll take my time because this is probably better than anything I've been looking at so far in this comic book. You know, really, when I picked this book up and it said California on it, I kind of expected it to at least have some earthquakes, some fires, a mudslide, a girl named Sara running around with giant rats eating her wires. You know, I expected a lot. I did not get it. I guess now would be a good time to take a break and holler out a few people, right? So, since we're doing California out there, let me give a special shout out to my girl Sara, my pluck is everywhere, my wonderful producer of our show on Sunday with Thrash, Pondo Ponds, and Daddy Dan. And we saved the world with help from our girl Sara. That's right, our girl Sara, our producer, and we do love her. And this video is dedicated to Sara. My flock is everywhere. And be sure to check out Dave Sunstorm and his incredible brother Steven Sunstorm. The Good Stuff Brothers. Be sure to check out my friend E. Miguel. You know, the Unapologetic Geek. You can see me there every week on Sunday afternoons at 1 o'clock Eastern. Yes, I'm reading this. And thanks a lot for the Cold Shack the Night Stalker full episodes. Be sure to check out Bigfoot, Michigan Rob. He's got the really cool books called True Cryptid Encounters, Book 1 and Book 2. Out now. Be sure to check out BBB. You can see Brainbender's Banners on Saturday nights at 10 o'clock Eastern. Well, sometimes. Be sure to check out my friends over at Blue Line Bigfoot. The Daily Damn Blog is a member of Blue Line Bigfoot. Thanks, Buff, for the incredibly cool hat. And with a few other shout-outs to my friend Pat McCormick at the Golden Rage of TV, buddy. Loved your new stuff. BK on the air, Big Guys 45's the Nostalgic Pod Blast Chance. Hey, dude, cool show last week. Retro Nerd Girl, the Life and a Sad Indians channel with another special shout out to Gypsy Road Eric at Hair Metal Revolution. Be sure to check him out. And a special shout out to my girl Snarky. Did you see us as we celebrated Caucasian Sasquatch Monday night? Be sure to check out my friend Caucasian Sasquatch as I got new names in the shout outs. Did you notice? Now in full, shiny ass, glossy, fairly well-drawn panels brought to you by the Daily Damn Blog. We get back to the incredible action of ghosts that sleep in hotels. Looks like the ghost of Marilyn Monroe finally showed up. She's running a little bit late as little street urchin takes her over to the hotel to check her in. And then we get some more of that ghost sleep action. There ain't nothing hotter than watching some ghosts asleep. I guess a few other things that's going on in the town is the other ghost girl's running around, and now Ballerina Barbie showed up. She got run over by a train. How stupid do you have to be to get run over by a train and wind up in the netherworld? Somebody ought to holler Beetlejuice, 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 and end this torturous nightmare. The best thing I've seen in this comic book so far, guys, was the commercials. Son of a bitch! I guess I take it back. Anyway, more spirits walking along. And this is the part where they realize just how ghostly they are as this crowd's floating up in space somewhere. That's right. You're not even in our universe no more. Your little piece of ghostly hell is trapped in space. Look, down there's the Earth. Way down there. And then we get a commercial for whatever in the blue hell you nightmare this thing is. If you can tell me what nightmare thing this is, let me know in the comments below. That is so the thing of nightmares. And now we learn about the good thing about being dead is you can float and fly around the galaxy and encounter giant alien space creatures that can do you no harm because you're already dead. So now we got the dead souls leaving the unearthly platform, flying off into space. You know, I expected California to actually be in a comic book called California as our united friends float in space to check out alien giant robot thingy. They look back down and see that their little world is nothing more than a ripped up patch of land floating in space. Kind of looks like something from that Superman movie where they had that city from Krypton in a jug. And of course, with action like that, we have to have another commercial. Are you freaking kidding me? I said one nice thing about this comic book was the commercials I were really enjoying, like Mad Magazine and stuff. And what do I get? I could have had The Rock. I could have had Scorpion King again. But no, I got gay Dragon Ball Z. I really didn't like Dragon Ball Z. It was not one of my favorites at all. Whoa, it's at this point that the four ghostly apparitions floating above the space city gets zapped by the robot's electrostatical discharge. Whoosh, zap, swoosh, blap. And apparently that zaps them back down to the little flat earth they had became part of. Oh, I hate this comic book with a passion. I really do. Oh my God, that staticky discharge. It popped that one bitch all the way back to life. That's right. She finds herself in the desert wondering how she got there. At least she's got on really cool clothes and a really cool car with her as the military moves in all around her. I think she could be in some trouble. And that's a good place to say, to be continued. Look at the lips on that girl. She looks like she could suck a golf ball through it. And with the end of that dismal story, we get places to masturbate with the giant transformer-looking whatever in the hell this is. Oh, jeez. And if you know what this transformer ripoff is, let me know in the comments below. After the fire. That's right. They had to give me at least one more good commercial as I got to check out Batman's Death Blow. Oh my God, did they really call it that? It's true. Batman has a death blow. This must be a San Francisco edition too. Oh, jeez. And after that, you just need a video game where you total your car over and over again. That's right, totaled. The action car wreck game that nobody ever heard of. Oh my God, they really put that on the back. They ruined the back of this comic book. Video games must have paid for this piece of shit. And that's my look at California out there. The only comic book with California on the cover that has nothing to do with California whatsoever. I hope you enjoyed this. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And this is for my flux, Sara. Thanks for everything you do for us. Plug over.